Oh, hey. In a world full of people who think life is a happy series of coincidences and trust the official narrative, some of us know better. Tales of Stonehenge, dogmen, chemtrails, and more. All of this we will explore in the Seany Zone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Seany Zone. What's good on a Tuesday? What's up, Seany?
Hey, y'all.
How's it going, buddy?
What's up?
What
All
is
right.
good in the hood,
Wow.
man? We're coming off the 4th of July, man. It's Tuesday. We're here 2 weeks in a row. We're doing it again. How was your 4th of July, my friend?
Well, let me start by saying, as my friend Letty Let says, stutter step into the like button. I love that. That's really good.
I like that too. What's up,
Nice
Letty
work. Nice work, Letty Let. Turn on your gifted memberships. Thank you for being here on the Shuli Network, otherwise known as the Hack Mania something, Hacker Hunters, or some fucking thing that John says.
Is that a John thing? Yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense, because if they're hunting the Hack Pack, they hunt him and his, so he's the hack. I don't even get it, but whatever. Beyond that, yes, my 4th of July was great. Bobby, how was yours?
Oh, pretty good. I just kind of stayed around. I had the view of the fireworks kind of from my house through the trees and all. So that was good enough for me. Cooked that on the grill and just chilled, man. What did you get into?
Nothing. It was quiet. I went to my aunt's and it was very low key.
Really?
It was great. It was
awesome.
Really nice. And what about well, Andy, you guys don't celebrate that up there. You guys do you do anything for the 4th of July?
Well, I don't know about everybody, but I like to celebrate the American holidays as well as ours.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Our holiday fell on July the 1st.
Right.
That's our Canada Day.
Right. But did you do anything on the 4th itself?
Not this year, but often we'll go out and just do stuff ourselves or light off fireworks we still have left over from the 1st.
Fuck yeah.
Any reason to party, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good to see you, Andy. I hear you.
The night before, was it the night before? The night before, so the 3rd, my son stayed over and we rewatched Jaws for probably my 101st time or 10th time. I don't even know. I've seen
we talked about how that ruined you for the water there, right? Didn't you? I thought
it really did. That. It really did. It was the scariest film I've ever seen, because to this day I can't go in. I can't swim without thinking about something is going to bite me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know I'm in a lake and I'm like, I know there's not sharks here in this lake.
Something gonna bite you anyway.
Yeah. So it creeps into your thoughts. You're like, lake, you know. And and every 4th of July, there's always the dudes that get like, they're blowing off their hands and stuff. There was one.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the guy in Nevada?
No, I haven't seen any of them yet, Sean. I don't look for the for this after the fact. Nah, I can't. Nah.
Yeah, I won't get. I didn't bring this one up to show it because I know it definitely is not gonna. It won't fly. But the dude's got like he's got like a one of the tube ones. You know what I mean? And I've launched those. I love fireworks, but I won't drink until I'm done with my show.
Yeah.
Because I know that they can fuck you up, you know.
Yeah.
And So this one guy, he's on like a sand dune, and he's got one in his hand, and it just blows up. And he's got a beer in one hand, and he's got the firework in one, and his hand just blows off, and all you see is just his thumb. And he looks at it, and there's blood all over the place. He just goes, drinks his beer, and everyone's like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" Like they're like, they need to get him help right away, and he's so smashed he doesn't even care.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. It's really crazy.
He's not gonna like that when he sobers up.
No, he's just gonna have a thumb, I think. Like for real.
Like this and all, yeah.
No, just a thumb. He's just gonna be like just a hand with he can thumb for a ride, but
yeah, lifetime hitchhiker.
Yeah. So speaking of the 4th of July and the fireworks, I brought up a few lighter ones than that one. Just to show you what folks get into on the 4th of July. Can we pull up number 125?
We sure can. Here we go.
I'm going to call this one a face full of fireworks.
That's essentially what it is.
I'm going Rob Paul on this.
Oh, this is what not to do with fireworks, I guess.
Don't do this.
There we go. Don't try this at home. Wow. Damn. So that's all you really see of that. Oh boy, he's a full-fledged ginger.
Yeah,
full-fledged ginger now, boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's biting the stick too hard, apparently, because it shouldn't just stay in your face.
Yeah.
That's back it up. You should never put a firework in your mouth, kids. That's the first. That's where we start with this. Not that he's biting it too hard. Don't put one in your mouth. That's just a fucking bad idea. And then,
the more you know.
Yeah. Fireworks don't go in the mouth or any other hole in your body. Yeah. Bumblebee number 126. There was a guy that had a whole sleeve of. He had a whole tube of Roman candles that he lit off between his legs. Can we pull that one up? Number 126.
Yeah, man. Here we go. This is how they do it, man. Here we go. Watch us.
Fucking guy's a maniac. Watch though.
Look at there's people around him. I wouldn't be nowhere near that full. That is crazy.
Okay.
Bro.
Also a bad idea.
And
then finally, can we go to number 127?
Mm-hmm.
This one's fun. This one isn't. Nobody's getting hurt or doing anything dumb. There's these new things. Have you heard of this daytime fireworks, Bobby?
I heard a lot of them going off around my way, Sean, and I thought, boy, what a waste of you, because you can hear the booms, but I didn't think you could see much. But
check this out.
This is kind of different. Maybe this is what they were doing. I didn't notice this, but
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah. Look at that, just splashes of color, like daytime freaking fireworks. Didn't even know this was a thing, Shawnee.
Yeah, me either.
Awesome, man. So there you go.
There you go.
So if you didn't have no fireworks for the 4th of July, you got them right here on the Seany Zone.
This is how hard we work to bring you content is.
Boom.
I looked up daytime fireworks.
That's hard stuff.
But
you got some sun there, Shawnee. Look like you've been out in the weather a little bit, getting lit up a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I spent the day. So on Saturday, we went to there's a park up near me called Canopy Lake Park in New Hampshire.
Yeah, and
we went up there for the day. It was a crowd of us. My daughter went. My stepson. It was his birthday just a few weeks back, so he loves to go there. And we went with some friends and stuff. Well, I want to tell you. So it was interesting. First of all, you can't really see it now, but I had. Well, you can kind of this tan line.
Do you have like this kind of
sunglasses tan line?
Yeah, the hillbilly sunglasses tan kind of thing going on.
I had kept them on all day, and yeah, I got a little burned, but it's turned into tan because that's what I do. But I wanted to tell you about some interesting things. So we go into so they have a water park there, and we find some seats, and we go over, and the seats that we could find were like right by the little kids splash pool.
Oh boy, okay.
And Mrs. Shalani like says to me, she goes, "Hey, you should turn around." And I was like, "What?" I'm trying to get my shirt off so I can go in the pool and whatever. And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Turn around." And I look, and there's like a 65-year-old Haitian lady, and she's got no top on, and her boobs are halfway down to her belly button, and I'm going. I look at
you sitting here, Shawnee boy. Can I have this chair, Shawnee boy?
And so apparently, before I looked, she had just pulled up her pants, like she was nude in the little kids' park.
Damn.
And I look, and I was just like, oh my god, like, and she didn't pull it on her shirt for a long time. Like it took way too long, way too long. It was so
what you being so bashful, Shawnee boy?
Yeah. Don't you want to touch them, man?
Yeah, but we reached down here.
Yeah, and you know what? And so because it was full of July weekend, the park was pretty dead.
Yeah,
but that part of the park, because it was a hot day, was slamming.
Really?
Yeah.
So was Mrs. Shawnee like horrified when she was pointing, like, look behind you? Was she doing?
I think she knew it was a joke. Like she was like, "Oh, wait till you see this."
she did it to get you. She got you on it, right? She's like, "Turn around now." Quick,
yeah, and I was like,
that's cool.
So
she got you good.
So also in the pool area of the park, we came across a wrapper for maxi pad, and also a tube of monostat, like 7, I think.
Oh damn! Somebody got issues, and they're leaving them behind for everybody to see.
What the fuck are you doing? Why is this here?
You know what my favorite water park thing is to find on the ground, Shawnee? Hair extensions. I see them all the time when I go to the water park too. It's like,
Baltimore.
That's nasty. It's so nasty.
But yeah, so other things that were fun. My stepson barfed. We went outside to bring out, after we were done. We go outside. It was wicked hot, and he goes outside. We went to put the swimsuits like in the car and get some cold drinks. We brought some cold drinks and stuff.
Right.
And he goes, "Mom, I don't feel so." Barfs all over, like right at like the front door of the place. Like, you know what I mean? It's so funny.
Yeah, they got to do it. You got to get a crowd. You have to have a good audience to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then of course I ran away. I'm just like, "I'll see you at the car. I gotta go," because I had the keys. So I was like, "I'm out of here." But also we saw a mother and her daughter get thrown out of the park. And when I say this, it was like a mother who was like 50s, late 50s,
really,
in a bikini. Probably shouldn't have been. And then her kid, who was like 25, 30.
Okay, all right.
And they got tossed. I don't know what they did, but man, they were on the way out the door really quickly.
Gotta love family time with mom.
Oh yeah, it was great. So you'd be surprised about how redneck New Hampshire is like the south of the Northeast. I swear to God, they're crazy up there. It's
seems like every state has their own kind of like south in it, if you will, and they're always very southern in that part of
there's not a lot of paved roads up there. It's very So
that's good, man.
So that was fun.
Good.
That's where I got all tanned up and burned and then turned into tan.
Right.
So I also want to discuss. I have an upcoming trip I'm taking not this weekend, but next weekend, back up to the great state of New Hampshire to go camping. So I'm gonna be doing some research while I'm up there, trying to find some clues, some sightings maybe, or what have you. I like to do at least 2 a year, where I go to like a somewhat remote location. I mean, it's hard to find a lot of remote. It's not like Pacific Northwest out here, where you can get, way away, like hours away from, mankind. But
yeah. But you kind of do your best and you try to go as remote as possible. And what are you looking for? You're looking for your dog man? What do you, when you add on these excursions?
Bigfoot, dogman, anything like that. Any sort of like footprints, scat, like the shit, if you will.
Right.
Scat's like the scientific word or the porn word for poop.
Yes.
So you're trying to look for that. Any kind of like so Bigfoots like to break trees like midway up the tree. And like they call them tree breaks. So it's like a tree will break 6 to 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
It breaks up there.
They just kind of grab them angrily as they're walking by or something. Or,
yeah, that's when they're getting mad. Yeah, I think. And then sometimes too they build little like, I wouldn't call it a tree fort because it's like a lean-to, like almost where like they'll spend a night. You know what I mean? Like when it
really.
Yeah, there's Bigfoot. I'll find some and I will send them to you. They're Bigfoot shacks. I don't know. I don't know what you would. I don't know if there's a real name for them, but they sleep in them at least, I guess. But
so you look for that kind of stuff when you're out there.
Yeah.
You look for like the tree branches that aren't right and the scat and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You're
exactly.
Kind of going to be planning to do that again soon, though, huh?
Yeah. Like not in this weekend, but next. So, and I will be back in time for Tuesday night, so I can report back to you all if I find anything, what I find.
Yeah.
And
if you make it back in time.
Yes.
Never know.
So there's a couple things I wanted to address in the chat. One was from the beginning of the show. Somebody became a member. CEO of White Privilege. Well, there you go. He became a YouTube member. Congratulations.
Welcome.
There you go. And Geek Chorus, thank you for gifting the Shuli Network memberships.
Quad.
The Shuli Network membership.
I see all of our friends are in here tonight. Look at that. Live Weens checking in.
Live Ween says, I heard Bob Lazar is calling in this episode. I would love that. I wish that he would. I should reach out to him, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I did reach out to Cartnarks about to come. Oh, Brian Kowalczyk.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Ryan Kowalczyk, thank you for gifting 5 the Shuli Network memberships.
Wow, very good.
We're on a roll here tonight. What's the most that we've? How many is the most that we've had on the show?
I don't know if anybody's keeping that record of that, Shawnee, but
I'm wondering. I'm thinking 6 is we're probably close to the max.
We got great chat family showing up.
We've had more than that.
We have.
We have, yeah.
SJ Bot 3000. SJ Bot's a great. Follow SJ Bot on Twitter. He's so good. He also gifted. Well, sorry, I talked over that. Play it again. Bob.
Quadfather blocked.
SJ Bot gifted. Bobby.
Oh, sorry.
SJ Bot gifted 1 Shuli Network membership.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah, just sing them.
Yeah, just sing.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, all right, we're getting on to our John Conspiracy portion of the show.
All right.
And I've been seeing him in the chat tonight, and I want to congratulate Psych. He's on to some fucking wonderful stuff here.
Psych is awesome, man. Content creator.
Yeah, wow. Can we play the the John Trump look behind me.
Whoa, look behind me. Oh. What's up,
Can we play Sykes John Trump? Like where it's John's face as Trump?
Mm-hmm.
You bet, brother.
That'd be great because this is fucking wonderful.
Psych, my man.
Psych.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you.
It's fucking amazing.
That have lots of problems.
So the fit and
bringing
the
those
proportion is
problems with
perfect,
us.
Sean.
Oh, it's
They're bringing drugs.
fucking money.
They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
Who's number one with Hispanics? Trump.
Yes, you told us
Trump.
that earlier.
I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall.
That was so great.
We need the wall.
And Mexico will pay for the wall. I
'Cause-
have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women
He
you
does
don't
not.
like fat
Cadence,
pigs,
facial
dogs,
expressions.
slobs.
Content.
Look at that.
Want to keep going?
Yeah, please.
Please a little bit
and
more.
disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only
has
Rosie
several-
O'Donnell.
You brag that you have
But he
sex
needs a
with
bent
multiple women. You understand that?
finger.
No, I didn't say
Ooh,
that
good
at all.
point.
I don't
If you had a
think
bent-
you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. I'm going to take such good care of women's health care issues. You won't even believe it.
So they
You
become the
punish
same
them for
guy,
abortion.
Shawnee,
Yes or
right?
no?
It's,
You-
they
you-
really
The
have.
answer is
You've said in other
that.
episodes how John is so much like Trump, and it's finally happened. Look at that.
John and Trump are almost the same guy. Like the way that they talk about themselves. I mean, they're both completely not narcissists. Like I feel bad for John's kids because growing up with like a narcissistic parent is very hard. I mean, you never know where they end and where you begin. When they're younger, and like you're trying to always understand like the boundaries. It's very it's crazy, it's unbelievable. Like even like they said today, how he called Robert Meyer's dad died, and John just goes on about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so self-absorbed that like he can't even you're not even a person at that point. You're just
Yeah.
You're
He
just
turns everything back into when he met somebody and how he fits in that situation.
well, and it's just me. It's never like, oh, let me hear what you have to say. I'm your friend, quote unquote, but he's not being a friend because he's not hearing what the guy says.
Exactly.
He just
When he
wants to
can't-
talk.
When he can't get any lower, he does it again.
Yeah,
Yep.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. That is
it
true.
really is. It
He
really
outdoes
is.
himself.
Yeah.
Great
Well-
work, Psych. Our friend Hamhead says, "Yeah, we should shout out Psych."
Yeah, that
video
is great.
real quick.
And John's friends, he was complaining to somebody. It probably was Rob Saul. That's the only one that comes on the show anymore, right?
That's the newest one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was complaining about how his friends all have had back surgery, and I'm wondering if it's like, is it all a bunch of knife wounds because you've stabbed him in the back so many times? Like I'm wondering,
It's like a euphemism for back surgery, being stabbed in the back. Huh?
No, but he actually was saying that his friends have had back surgery. Like legitimately, those words came out of his mouth, and he was like, oh, "I don't get it." It's like maybe because you're their friend.
Maybe.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Now, have you ever heard it capiche?
Capiche? No, he says capiche, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He says everything wrong.
It's capiche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capiche. Capare.
Apple. All right, so I thought of a funny idea today. Do you remember Police Academy 3 when they go back to training and they so like they've all got like a trainee
a designate, if you will.
yeah, like they like all the stars of the films, the first two films have like a trainee to like train.
And it's kind of similar to them, how they were. Yeah.
Well, Mahoney's Steve Gutenberg plays. His trainee is this like slob guy, and the cat's shit in his like cereal and stuff. And he goes, look at the box, as he flicks the cat shit out of his food. And then he eats the food still. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking John.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
I'm like, he's turned into that guy. I forget his name.
Doesn't change the box until he can smell it, right?
Which is animal abuse. If you have cats and you wait that long, that's animal abuse. I'm sorry.
He, of course, thinks it might be Police Academy too, but just the same.
Okay, maybe
it gets to be a blur after a while. The great Police Academy movies. Yeah.
I thought part 2 was they would go back to they is their first assignment, right? Wasn't it? And then Police Academy 3, they have the trainees. Maybe you're right. I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but
I'm not too up on my thorough timeline of all the Police Academy saga, if you will. There,
Police Academy 3 was back in training.
Oh, see,
okay,
with the shit.
That's what it says.
Okay, okay, I thought so. And then I thought about, I was like, oh well, Rob Saul reminds me of you remember the movie Prom Child?
It's been a while, but yeah, I remember of it. Yeah,
the little redheaded kid who just is the most annoying thing you've ever seen.
Little POS, yeah.
He reminds me of Rob Saul. he's just spazzy and he's fucking just annoying and he's screaming and yelling and he's not funny, but it's like,
I know
holy
I have a lot of gay tendencies, but
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. How gay? Excuse me. We have a beautiful color of purple. Let's address this.
Pretty color.
Our friend Daniel August, $49.99. Thank you so much. Scola. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Daniel August.
There you go. Bam, bam. Daniel, are you going to another one?
Whoa, and another one.
Brian Kowalczyk, another 5. Fucking
why lie?
We're at 12 now. I'm gonna keep track of this.
Yeah, the running.
I don't know why tonight I'm wired for the memberships, but
about the memberships because it's about making the chat family bigger, Sean. You love chat family, man.
Fucking A. Daniel, I hope he's going to. He said he might be going to DabbleCon. I hope he does. Love to meet the guy. Sometimes it's exhausting.
No shit, Tony. Sometimes it's exhausting trying to listen to you.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so can we close out the John segment? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot about this part. How is John even allowed in the gym? He's got sores. He's got open sores on his hands and all over him. Isn't he like a health hazard? Hasn't somebody complained about him?
No, I don't know.
Wouldn't they? Shouldn't they? Should the board of health of his mother's town be involved in his life? No, I swear to God, like, what does he have?
It's just funny. I'm not sure what he has or what would keep him banned from a gym there, Shawnee.
Like, is it like a gangrene effect? Is it like fungal? I don't understand. I'm not sure how he's allowed to go and sit and hold stuff with sores on his hands and on him wherever else he's got them, and then sweat on things and then walk away. You know, like, I'm really concerned about that for everyone else in his gym. I'm not for him, but for everyone else in his gym.
The Watcher says it's ringworm, Shawnee. John's got the gold
which is contagious, so he should not be allowed to sit on the gym and sweating. I think that's worse. Isn't that worse for ringworm?
It can't be good. Yeah, it's got to be like just make it grow more. Yeah. John has staph infection, says our friend Brian Clowder. What's up, brother?
Okay, so those are also very infectious. I mean, that's spreadable.
Yeah, that closes gyms and buildings down. You have that shit.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's no joke. So you make a good point. Tyranny says it's ringworm, full body. Full body ringworm. Ugh. And
there's a lot of talk in the chat too. I just saw about Tackleberry from Police Academy. It was a great. I don't know if he died. I don't know.
I think he did pass. I want to say that. I think he passed.
He was great in that, and then
just a great dry actor. Just kind of stood there and just kind of made the straight faces and just kind of let the shit happen. Yeah,
and like with the guns and everything, he was just obsessed about the guns. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering also if John didn't go to the Belmont because they told him he couldn't go because of his sores.
You're gonna get the horses infected. You're gonna give them hoof and mouth disease.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, would someplace say, "Oh, you're too contagious" or something? Well, like something's going on with you. There's sores all over your hands and arms and things. Like,
yeah,
we don't want you here.
On the assumption that everyone knows about as much as John's health as we do, kind of knowing him, studying him every day, Sean, because I guess he has no need to report that, right? So unless somebody kind of calls him out on it, he's probably just going to go through the world infecting the world much like he does.
Yeah, I guess so. The world is his
So
the world is his cesspool to shit in, I suppose, right?
Petri dish, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a better term.
Did you guys see a couple days ago when he turned to the side, his neck? There was like a triangle gash in his neck, like it looked like an open wound. Like
triangle gash?
Anybody up? Well, look, that was the shape of it. That's what
like
I saw.
Possible, like alien abduction kind of thing.
Like it just looked like something carved into it, like beyond a razor blade. Who knows? But it was brutal. Something anybody would have looked after or been to the hospital for stitches. Geez, at least a Band-Aid.
Open wounds, huh? Yeah.
And then today, seeing his face, it's crazy.
Interesting.
Oh my God, it was so disgusting. They're saying Mule's clip was disturbing, and the chat is really popping off on that.
Right.
One. Alien bats says tearing knee.
Oh, maybe.
Funny.
Perhaps.
It was literally
it was bats.
Open wound. Yeah. Oh shit.
It's fucking gross.
He's being kept alive by a vampire.
The vampire that sucks the comedy out of him because he's not
the comedy
funny.
Vampire.
Because he's not funny in the least. So, all right. So, moving on, we have a somebody just said, I just saw this from the shitware to the shitty shaver. That's a good one. 495 Marauder. That's a good quote. All right, so what's going on in the world? Bobby, have you noticed anything weird?
If I look close enough and if I concentrate too much, Sean, I could probably find a lot weird in the world, but nothing that really stands out now. But I know you've been filling up our kind of hopper with some stuff. So what do you got for me, my friend?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We have to backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
I forgot. I wanted to. Could you please play Trump with John's voice?
Oh, the other one.
I forgot about that one. That was funny.
Video from Psych.
The other Psych one. I wanted to end on that one.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Think
Double shot of Psych.
The people that are against me at the same time. All of the cowardly bullies. Let's list them, shall we?
Look at that.
Shitware, Lady K, Barbara, Silent.
That finger.
Log
the fucking finger.
Fildo. Fake Don Jameson.
Yeah.
Cardiff. Rocco Burrow. Obnoxious John.
I can't even get my hand.
Pocky. Joey C. Blind Mike. And the two guys on his show. That's 15 already. Who else? It's got to be more. Missy B. Quadfather.
100%.
I mean, that's 17, and I'm sure I'm missing quite a few.
He's feeding lots of people.
All angry at one guy. Vinny Paulino, there's 18. Moonhead.
I know my pattern.
Let's do all this. Oh, Kate Meany, there's 19.
How many makes a pattern, Andy, though, in fairness?
There's Monique, there's 20.
2.
Good point.
Felicia Gillespie, there's 21. Liam, there's 22. 22 people. Who is the
The
toughest
22,
fight?
the
Patty,
biggest people.
Pocky, Shuli, Lady
Great
K.
job, Psych. Look how well that
Morse.
fits. His expressions,
It's amazing.
the mannerisms.
It's
It's
so
like
good.
Let's see.
you really don't know who you're watching.
That's a tough one. I would fucking wipe the floor with Shitwear. I would put Lady K as the worst, then Shitwear, then Pocky, then Morse, then Fatty Patty, only because he's big. So I'll have to fucking, I'll have to fucking have a very, very, very high uppercut. So
Spaghetti arms.
There
I
you
would
go.
kick the shit out of every single one of them in the ring.
Oh,
Wouldn't
man.
even be close.
I'm the best. Okay, listen.
He's so
Psych
funny.
Labs, come on.
Like, that was so great. Oh, man, that's good. That's
Amazing.
funny.
Oh, great comments in there. Rick says it's perfect. Good stuff, man.
I'd kick the shit out of shit. We're so good.
Stuttering Don, Donald Trump. People are calling it. Great job, Psych. Donald Trump. Good job, man. That's some fun.
Donald Dump.
Donald Trump. You have fun with that.
But yeah. So, anyways, I forgot about that one. I wanted everyone to see that. That's fucking great. It's like, thank you for your hard work.
So
Yeah, it's so good. Bobby, we were saying about what's going on in the world. Have you noticed?
Mm-hmm. I know you guys probably got a list of some strange stuff you want to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Shoni.
Did you notice the Chinese bank, the Jiangxi Bank closing?
No, I didn't hear about any.
It
major
just
bank
abruptly
closing.
just declared bankruptcy and just closed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
That's trouble.
Sorry for
Yeah.
your ruck. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of folks are starting to speculate if that's a signal of times to come, if a lot of banks are going to start to close. So they were saying that a lot of the Chinese banks have financed the Russians, and a lot of the sanctions against Russia are what is starting to cause the Chinese banks to fold.
Okay.
Because they were propped up on the Russian. What do they use? Ruble, is that what they're using?
Maybe, I think it might be.
I don't even know. Or are they in the euro? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I don't think they're down.
I don't
to
think so.
Euro,
Either.
no.
I don't think so. But
Yeah.
so that's one thought. But there's another thought, because there's been a lot of talk in the last 2 years or so, maybe even more, of like a financial like downfall, like the bubble is going to pop.
Yeah.
And all the stocks and bonds are all going to fall, and everything's going to crash.
Yeah, everything that goes up comes down eventually, Shawnee. And yeah, you wouldn't really bat an eye if American bank was closing, but it might be an indication of something if Chinese banks are closing, seeing it as they're seen as like the world's biggest kind of lenders right now, among one of them.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but everyone, I mean, I would advise start buying dry rice, start storing it, water filtration, matches and things. I know Tom Gully will have a problem with what I'm saying here, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't like how I approach things, but I would start saving up some canned goods, and you should at least have 2 weeks worth of food at the very minimum.
And you're prefacing this on the indication that this could be the beginning, in your mind, of the financial collapse, basically, of the banking system collapsing, and then no one's going to have access to their funds, and you're going to need to barter, so you'll need this stuff, right?
We are like, how much cash do you have? Well, you don't have to tell me exactly, because I'm not going to tell you what I've got.
Right. But
I've got some cash in my house, not enough to live off of. Like
that's what I was going to say, Sean.
You know what I mean?
Not as much as you think you would want to have in the event of the financial system collapsing or something. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And right now, all of our, we're all on like, we've gone almost away from cash, which is terrifying because at some point, all it takes is somebody to say, well, nope, clear them all out. You're all at $1,000 now. And that's what it is.
The wrong switch to get turned off, in theory, could wipe out a lot of people's value, if you will, Sean.
Right. And even if it's orchestrated, like, so there's one viewpoint of it gets hacked and we just all lose our money and it goes someplace else.
Right.
To Nigerian princes or what have you. And then there's
I told
also
you to send me your account number. I told you.
Yeah, I have money to send you back.
Yes.
No, but it's like so there's that side of it, but then there's also the side of like the the new world order takes control and says
nothing.
Everyone's on the same playing field now. Don't care that you used to have $1 million or you had 10 grand in debt. Like
it literally wouldn't matter if it's all electronic.
You can't control it. You can't control it.
Right. So in theory, say one of us had like $10 million and all of a sudden this kind of happens tomorrow, you don't have access to it. You're not that person. You don't have that money.
You're fucked.
Day, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They just wipe it clean and say, well, now everyone's just the same. You're all just like corn on the cob. You're just a little fucking, kernel of corn. You're not the big shot you thought you were, and that could go for anybody.
Yep.
I mean, as
and
long
that's
as you're
all
not
being held up by just that thin, the fact your digital existence. And if that goes away, so does any of your net worth or your value.
So yeah, it's a terrifying thought to me. And so that's why I tend to hoard things, but and also I was listening to a podcast today. Was it today? Yes, it was today. And they were talking about if the power grid in the U.S. went down by either solar flare, man-made EMP, or if it got hacked and brought down the whole thing. It could take up to 2 years to rebuild it.
Wow,
2 years.
That seems like kind of low to me, Sean. If the whole grid gets actually fried, man. I mean, I'm no scientist or anything, but 2 years seems like kind of modest to me. But that would have to be some kind of minimum, like just getting the thing going again. I would think about the life without for 2 years,
just in the dark for 2 years, Bobby.
Right. Not even right. Good point. Not even wondering if that's a good estimate or not. Just if it is like 2 years, how are you going to exist in those 2 years until they get something going again?
Could you take 2 weeks of being in the dark? No news, no phones, no anything.
Most people would probably say no. There's probably some exceptions that you can go out there and live in your camping lifestyle and all that stuff. But most of us are hooked on electricity and information and all that stuff.
And yes, all that stuff.
1 week mass hysteria, says Don.
Yeah. Well, so the rule of thumb is that chaos in 72, which means it takes 3 days for mankind to start going batshit crazy. You'll keep your shit together for a day or two.
First day, you're like, okay.
By the end of that third day, you start losing it.
Right. The second day, you're like, okay, I can do this, but I ain't so sure about it. And the third day, you're like, let me choke somebody out for a cheeseburger. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I'll find it, but there's an excellent there's a great episode of Twilight Zone where neighborhood goes dark.
Yeah,
and they think it's the end of the world, and it's amazing to see how people react when they think it's the end.
They lost their shit in that little bit of time for a little.
They start going crazy in a few days. Yeah, it's wild, but it's true.
Turning into savages and all that stuff, getting tribal and everything.
Yes.
I can see that.
Do we have another? I saw another chat come in. Daniel, August for 2. I'm worried now. I need that 50 back just in case.
Oh shit, Daniel. Oh man. You already deposited that, didn't you, Sean? I heard you stuff it really deep.
Yeah, it's already spent on a horse.
I'm glad you said horse. I thought you said something else.
On the horse.
Horse.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Horse.
But wow. So also today I've been in a wormhole of insane shit. So I was also listening rather to about the Clinton crime spree, the Clinton crime syndicate, if you will, and the 56 associates of theirs that all mysteriously died by suicide.
Oh, yeah. There's allegations and theories about this and associations to them. Yes.
How many people do you know that have taken their own lives, Bobby?
Boy, I'm going to say that's a kind of weird question. I don't know, Sean. I can't say that I know anybody that's kind of done it personally and all, but yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of people I know mysteriously end up suiciding themselves, if you will.
Yeah, they unalive themselves.
Unalive themselves. Yes, better.
Yeah. So I've known of 2, and in my whole lifetime, and anything beyond like 5, it starts getting weird, right? I mean, like, unless if you worked in like a psych ward, maybe
right.
You could say, okay,
mental instability. I get that. All right.
But as a politician, 50 something, 56.
Yeah. That's a lot for anything.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. So there's a movie from 1994 that I had a hard time trying to find, but I finally did, and it's called The Clinton Chronicles, and it's interesting. It's a little slow paced. I won't lie to you. It's not glitz and glamour, but it is interesting.
In 94, where did you find it online? I guess, like you find.
Yes, I had to dig. I had to dig around to get it, but I finally did find it.
That's a great year in movies, brother.
Thank you, Don.
A lot of great movies came out that year.
What did you star in that year, Don?
I wish, brother.
Sorry.
Jim Carrey. 3 movies he had in that one year there.
That's
3.
Right.
Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber.
Damn, there you go.
94.
Well, that guy was on fire.
Right? Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank. I've never seen that all the way through.
Oh, you gotta see that.
Good movie.
Right, Don?
I love you.
You gotta see that, brother.
Well, he's talking to himself. Yeah.
It'll make you wish you went to prison.
No, I don't know if it's that good.
All right, just kidding.
Yeah, don't forget to drop the soap. We had another chat come in. I can't see who it is. Live Ween for 2. Thank you, DJ Sean E, Robert Fantastic, and Indian chat.
All right.
Fucking A.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
199 Live Ween. Congratulations to you.
Stacy Erlin says Shawshank the book was better. Speaking of Stephen King, I just watched. I also rewatched Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, did you?
That was a fun
that
one.
Again? Yeah,
that was a fun one. Yeah.
I just threw it. Oh, sorry, Sean.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say no. I cut a package a couple days ago, and I used a part from Maximum Overdrive.
No,
when Stephen King himself goes to the bank machine and says you're an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah. Thought it was appropriate for John.
That definitely is.
Mumbling Nick. Yeah, I like that. Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, that's one of the better scenes when he's throwing the pebbles at the poster and then all of a sudden he notices it goes through and then the whole movie changed. Really cool. Sorry, spoiler alert for Shawshank Redemption.
Thank you.
There you go.
I didn't know that part. You remind me, Mrs. Shawnee loves to give me. She'll be like, "Oh, you know that one where the butler kills it everyone," and I'm like,
"Whoa!"
Where the butler kills everyone. That's a little better. And I'll be like, "No, I now I know. I guess I don't need to see it anymore because it was like a suspense."
You told me who did it.
Yeah. She loves to do that. So thank you, Bobby, for letting me know the ending of the film.
30 years is my limit for spoiler alerts.
Yeah,
come
on.
I mean?
He's a fucking jerk. Dang Lizard with €2.
Thank you, Dang.
Have you seen Adam Curtis Hyper Normalization? No.
I've not seen that.
I'm writing it down.
I'm going to write it down. Adam Curtis.
Sorry.
Thank you for the $2, Dang Lizard, checking in.
Thank you so much.
As we like to say. You guys are awesome tonight, as you are every night. He's writing it down right now.
I just did, and I circled it even.
Oh, shit.
So speaking of maximum overdrive, I'm going to ruin the ending of that. Have you noticed all the UFOs that are all over Twitter now, Bobby?
Twitter does seem hot. Twitter X does seem hot with all types of different types of UFO ships and sightings. Yeah, Johnny. At least our feeds are.
Yeah. I just thought about this. What if John? Do you remember the movie Ice Pirates?
I don't recall that one. I can't.
Ice Pirates from like the 80s.
No, it's not ringing a bell for me, Shawnee.
Okay, well, it was a good one.
I know Bud Pirates, but I don't know Ice Pirates. No. Sorry. Oh, never mind.
Andy, did you ever see that one? Ice Pirates.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it. Was it kind of like a B-rated movie? Or
yeah. It was really great though. There's one scene where the guy's got the space herpes, and it's a play. And it's a play on Alien when the thing came out of the guy's chest. But then I thought about it. I'm like, what if that's what John's got?
Space herpes.
All over his hands.
Oh, his arm? Did you see his arm today? The inside of his arm?
Yeah.
Oh. He does have ET fingers, so it could be.
He does. You know. I mean,
yeah. And I think his pinky finger's heading in the same direction.
Yeah.
Or the opposite direction, right?
ET phone calls.
We had another chat come in. I think it was Mumbling Nick. Mumbling Nick, the nooch, my buddy. Thank you for the $2. Offsetting the two. I gave the fake stutterer today.
Oh, so he's atoning for.
See?
For
okay, you're atoning for your sins. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you, brother.
You've been blessed. Oh shit. Boy, a ding dong.
All right, so at this point in the show, we're going to get into some of the things that I found around the internet, and we're going to ooh and ah.
Ooh and ah, let's get into it,
and probably be grossed out by some of it too. So first, we like to talk here on the Seany Zone about our food supply and how disgusting some of it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bring up Bobby. Can we go to number 108?
108.
This pertains to the FDA.
Yeah, and then we talked about some of this on this show, but the food chain. Oh, we showed what did we show? We were showing the watermelons and all the crazy.
Oh yeah, just
foods
disgusting.
From last week and all. Right. So here you go. Here's this article, buddy.
All right. So somebody sent this to me.
Yeah, I think I threw this in the feed.
Yeah. So the FDA. Sure. Go ahead, Bob.
Oh, but basically, yeah. But what you're about to say, the FDA will no longer allow this potentially this potentially harmful additive found in some sodas. So it says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration will no longer allow the use of brominated vegetable oil in food products, the agency said Tuesday. Brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, is vegetable oil modified with the chemical bromine and has been used in small amounts to keep citrus flavoring from floating to the top of the soda, Shawnee. That's all it was used for, buddy. But they said that, I think this was, it says the rule, dozens of products, mostly sodas, use BVO as an ingredient, according to the Eat Well Guide by the Environmental Working Group, a nonprofit research and advocacy group that focuses on consumer health and toxic chemicals and pollutants. The rule that no longer allows BVO in food will go into effect on August 1st, but the companies will have a year to get it out. But they said, I think it was like it was one of those chemicals that were linked to like other diseases and problems, Shawnee.
Oh yeah. And so there's a bunch of stuff that's already removed it. It was in a lot of drinks.
Yes.
And a lot of them have already removed it, but it's like the store brand ones that still have it is what I would read about. Bromine doesn't seem like something I want in my body.
Nope. And basically, it was just used for cosmetic purposes, Shawnee. It didn't sound like it was used for anything to enhance the flavor or the shelf life or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was literally just so the fruit, so it wouldn't look like, it would look separated, basically. It was just for appearance, for cosmetics. Potentially poisoning your body for cosmetics of soda.
Yeah, which is fucking insane. That's it took this long to get there.
Yep.
Because I'm wondering now, when do they start to use bromine
in vegetable oil in order to keep just the stuff from separating and all? But yeah, like you were saying, other FDAs or other Food and Drug Administrations in other countries have already kind of outlawed the use of these chemicals. But it seems like we are slow to come around to some of these things. And we kind of speculated a couple weeks ago, should we be kind of looking elsewhere for what other countries are like banning these dyes and things? Should our government be doing the same?
They clearly don't give a fuck. They don't care about our health. And you know what? The bottom line is, the more sick we are, the more we need pills from big pharma. Big agro leads us right into big pharma, because if we eat bad and we drink bad, we're going to feel sick. And if we feel sick, we go to the doctor and we ask for drugs, and then get prescribed drugs that we have to pay for. And then we have drugs we have to counteract the side effects of those drugs.
That's right. That's kind of where we're at. You know what I mean? And we talked about biotics and probiotics and stuff like that. Like there might be different ways that you can kind of like help your body along. We've talked about that here on the Shuli Zone. Yep.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So
let's go
to right direction, maybe taking that BVO out of stuff.
Yeah, thank you. 20 years too late or whatever, but thanks. Probably more than that. Let's go to number 118, and I'm going to look at some chicken. Oh, chicken!
Oh boy, chicken. Oh yeah, okay. Let me see here. Cue this up properly, and let's talk about the chicken. There we go, Shawnee.
Oh man, this shit crazy, right? You know how y'all be going to McDonald's and Wendy's and shit, eating chicken nuggets and chicken sandwiches? Well, I'm gonna show you how they make this shit. Alright. Mechanically separated chicken. Now watch this.
Watch it.
This is chicken nuggets and chicken sandwiches and shit, man. That's what they make that shit with. Y'all please share this shit, man. This shit is unhealthy as fuck, man.
What is it, Shawnee?
I'm gonna show y'all.
I thought it was like a pile of chickens. Was that like chicken? You tell me what it was.
Mechanically separated chicken, which means they throw a bunch of like meat and bones and guts and stuff into the meat grinder, and it produces this.
I
sludge.
couldn't make it out at the beginning, but yeah, that's like chicken goop, crazy, basically, right, Shawnee?
It's goop.
It's goop.
Yeah, it's goop.
And chicken sandwiches and shit, man.
Because when you say mechanically separated chicken, that sounds like harmless in itself, but they don't. That's like it sounds like a nice word for saying ground up and pulverized everything about and around a chicken, Shawnee. And like this is like chicken
That's what they
slime.
make that shit with.
So then they probably put this in the molds and bake it and shape it, right?
Absolutely, that's exactly what they do. So
holy moly!
When you think about, they try to utilize which you want to use every part of it. You know what I mean? Like I get that part
within reason,
but then you throw in the guts, the brains, the fucking feet. Who even knows what they're throwing in there?
Chicken penis in there, Shawnee. Oh damn!
Chicken cocks. The cocks are not.
That's kind of redundant.
Yeah,
that's kind of redundant. Yeah.
But it's fucking gross. I mean, like when you see it like that and you go, oh, that's how they make those, you know, because it's perfectly round, or those are always other singular shape, or the dinosaur ones.
Letters,
dinosaurs. That's what you're feeding your kids. That's what you're feeding your kids.
Those shapes. There you go.
It's fucking gross, man.
Learning something about how your food is actually made here on the Seany Zone. That was pretty gross.
Hell yeah. I got a couple things here, Bobby, about some cryptids. So let's go to number 114. It's about a Sasquatch.
One of your favorites.
Yes, my buddy.
Looking out for them on one of your excursions coming up real soon. Let's here we go. Old Sasquatch. Right here on the Seany Zone. Here's your video, buddy. Oh, look, there's like with the branch you were talking about, right?
Yes.
This is exactly what you were describing. Like how they kind of look like you pulled it down just to hide in the trees or something. Like a lean-to.
Watch what he does with this big long branch, though.
We going jab.
That ain't no dude.
Whoa. Oh, he's like cracking it. Whoa, this is cool, Shawnee.
That branch was like 20 feet long.
Absolutely.
That tree. Look at how, and it's thick.
It pulled down a second branch.
Yeah.
Right, and then he picks that one up.
He gets mad and he was like, "Fuck this thing!"
Like pushing
he throws that
one.
One.
Right. And
he's fucking mad.
None of these are small branches.
No.
Look at this.
Who the fuck can do that? No, that's no way. Nope.
There's your video, my friend. There you go. Wow. What a video, Shawnee. I didn't pre-watch that one.
Damn.
Wow. That was someone in Andy.
Yeah, I'd come on for that one. Jeez.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Right? Yeah, like what does that?
Well, that first tree that he throws is probably like 12 feet at least. He gets mad and throws that first tree, and he picks up that branch. It's got to be 20 feet. I mean, that thing's fucking huge and fat. Wow. That's a heavy tree. There's no way it's like, man.
And that's what's so compelling about that video, because the first, like you said, the first branch is not a small branch. So that's one. And so, so if you're playing devil's advocate and you say, okay, somebody doctored this. Well, he's messing with both branches. He's pushing one out of the way in favor of another. So yeah, it looks like a whole process, Shawnee. That was wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good video. And that's they are the top of the food chain, to be true.
They're the apex predators that don't know they are, maybe.
They are. Well, you know what? And so the thing I was listening to a show yesterday about them, and the guy was saying how was saying like, if so science has started to reveal that there is some sort of like telekinesis, some telepathy.
That's a great series of words.
Yeah.
Do it again, please.
No. And so you got my point. And so like that, so like there are what if these things are just evolved beyond us, and they can sense when we're around, and they don't need to be seen. they can sense us around, and they can throw rocks and smash things around and make us leave because we're scared. It's very interesting train of thought, because if they are evolved beyond us, like as far as within their brains, not like tech wise,
right, or civilization,
but if their brains are more evolved, and they can sense and there's even like an auditory response where they can make you feel sick, like, you know what I mean, where they can there's a infrasound.
Yeah, I hear there's supposed to be that, that one magic tone that can make you kind of paralyze you or make you or whatever stuff.
Yes. So, like, if they are advanced to that point, then they're not going. Then they're smart enough. They're not going to want to leave their dead. They're going to be concerned about when their dead do die. They're going to want to like deal with them in a way, like, you know, like deers. If a deer dies, they just run away and leave that deer. We don't do that most of the time. You know what I mean? Unless it's in wartime, sometimes you can't get your friend and get them home because you're under gunfire and whatnot, or if you're trying to get up a like a steep cliff and you can't bring them with you. So
I get So it could be an indication of where they are on the evolutionary chain. And you made a good point about maybe auditorily, maybe they're so far beyond us, in theory, if we're just having fun throwing theories around, that maybe they can sense when humans and people are around, and they know enough to kind of stay away from us and how to exist without us knowing they exist, basically.
Yeah, and that they would bury their dead. Because the biggest thing I always hear is, how come we never found one? How come we never find one, dead in the woods? Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah,
and I say, because they don't want you to, and like, you start to think the train of thought, and we don't have one. We haven't caught one. We haven't found one that we know that has been publicly displayed. So we don't know. The public, we don't know. I'm sure the government knows. And they would want to keep them.
But these stories go back thousands of years, though, Shawnee. Yet that people have been believing this and having these visions and seeing like that video that you just showed us for generations, basically.
Tribes all over the world have names for these things, which we discussed. Mm-hmm. And I tried to read them all, and it was a shit show.
It was funny.
And but like, they couldn't have met up and discussed it and all been like, oh yeah, like, oh, you saw a big thing, and then it puts it in their mind, and they go off and say, oh, there's a big thing. Now I believe in it.
Established legend in many parts of the world, Shawnee. Yes,
that's a good way to put it. Oh, nice job.
Thank you.
All right. After saying all that, we're gonna move on to number 115, which is a very Stranger Things kind of feeling, kind of scene here that we got.
All right.
And you'll know exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. On the Seany Zone. Bringing it up for you. Here we go, buddy. I'm going to play this for you. It looks like it's Russian or Greek or something.
Yes.
Look at that. What kind of tornado beast is this, Shawnee? So it's like some extra fingers of death. Looks like a dinosaur head or something. Or looks like a giraffe. Almost looks like a giant giraffe, Shawnee.
Well,
there you go. One more time. Weird looking. What do you think? What's your take on this, buddy?
Well, it looks just like the thing in Stranger Things when they're on the upside down.
Yeah.
And that, when the kid sees it, have you seen that show, Bobby?
No, I haven't seen that part that you're talking about, Shawnee. No, I haven't. But I was looking for like community notes or something on that, Shawnee, to disclaim it, and
nothing yet. Nothing yet. Although somebody will eventually they'll be like, "Oh, this isn't even a beach."
Salvador Dali, elephant giraffe, live stream says. Stacy says, "What the f?" These are all appropriate responses. But yeah, I'm looking for the community notes on there. I'm like, as I'm talking and listening to you, I'm like, because normally they would go, "Oh, hey, by the way, guys, this was this and that was a special effect," and I don't see anything on that one, my friend.
Nope. And wrapping up our cryptid department, Bobby, let's go to number 119.
119. All right. Here we go. You get some good stuff on your algorithm there, Shawnee, I will say, my friend.
Oh, yeah, they know me.
They know me. They know me. The people know me in high places. Let's see. Here you go. Here's your last cryptid video on the Seany Zone tonight.
Look up at the top there.
Right here. Yeah, and I did watch this through one time. So this is what we're looking at, because everything is the same color. So I'll help anybody at home that hasn't seen it as well. Oh, wait a minute. That's Hack Ride. Whoa, he like eating something.
Yeah. It looks like he pulled the head and spine out of something.
Wow. Whatever it is, like the senses get aroused and like those wings come out on its back.
Now, not to sound gay, but he's got a nice ass.
So, okay. That's what you got out of that one, Shawnee. All right.
That's not all I got out of it, Bob.
Okay.
No, on the third go around. Nice musculature. His musculature was wonderful.
Musculature.
Yes.
Oh, bye.
I think he was eating a guacamole.
Sorry, motherfucker Jones. I don't watch Stranger Things, okay? I podcast and I do other shit, okay? Fuck
yourself, BF. Oh, man.
You're a little upset because I said I've never seen the Stranger Things. Really.
Thank you, motherfucker Jones.
You motherfucker Jones.
Bobby, you haven't seen it at all?
No.
Are you into like horror kind of stuff?
Not really, and that's probably the main reason. I like comedy. I stick to that kind of the fun side of shit and everything.
It's really, really good. The first and third seasons are amazing.
All right.
2 I didn't love, but I mean it's all right.
You say the 2 in
Tsunami.
Yes. People don't know that.
Tsunami season was not wonderful.
No.
Okay.
Oh my.
So now we're gonna go to like our. I just named this whole big package of things. Did deception. So there's a guy that makes a lot of good points on. This is number 109.
109. Here we go.
And I didn't really have much of a thought about this until I saw this, and then I was like, "That's a lot of good questions."
I did look through this one earlier, so I'm gonna let this one play out. Here we go. Here's your 109. Oh,
and this is how things go. Girls ask guys stuff, and then they have a lot on their mind.
Here we go. You'll see what this is about.
What are you thinking about?
So during the Las Vegas shooting, Stephen Paddock supposedly expended over 3,000 rounds of ammunition over the course of 10 minutes from 27 AR-15s, each equipped with bump stocks. But that would have required him to drop a gun for another after each 30-round mag was empty and then reload each of the 27 ARs at least 4 times over. That's even despite the fact videos from survivors show a non-stop stream of bullets at a fire rate much higher than that of a bump stock AR-15 and resembling more of a fire rate similar to that of an M240 light machine gun. And investigative photos of Paddock's hotel room where he shot from only show 50 spent shells. And what about once when the FBI took over the investigation, Paddock's house somehow burnt down and destroyed all the evidence, and years later, America's mass shooting is still ruled to have no motive. And even after Paddock's brother went on air claiming nothing made sense, the following day he was arrested for possessing several hundred terabytes of child porn on a 20-year-old computer running on Windows 95. It all doesn't make any sense. And this is according to the FBI?
Nothing. Nothing.
What are you thinking?
Oh, there you go, Shawnee. You.
Shit, like, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of information to digest and think about, and it's like I hadn't really given it much thought until now.
Well, it is
until I saw this.
There was a lot of questions about what that guy was, how he got everything up to his room, who helped him, who knew what, and all that stuff. But it does seem to be one of those things that kind of just faded off into existence there, Shawnee, and like with no actual. Do you feel how that why that happened? How and why that?
No,
happened?
no, I don't, because
Same.
I saw this the other day, and I was like, wow, I thought this was a good place to present it because it's interesting, and I didn't know. I'm now that's in my wheelhouse, and I'm gonna like, that's interesting. So I'm gonna think about it more. But, yeah.
Stacey Allen said that little rant that guy did said sounds like my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that's how I think about things too. Like I'm always like got some weird shit in my brain that when Mrs. Shawnee says, "What's up?" and I'm like, nothing. I just say nothing. Like that guy did at the end.
Mrs. Shawnee.
Nothing's going on.
I like that. Yeah.
So next ball, we're gonna go one step up to number 110.
110. All right.
And Kamala Harris. Kamala, however you pronounce her fucking name. I always think of a Kamala like the wrestler. That fucking big dude that
I remember Kamala. Yes.
Oh yeah, he was scary as shit, right?
I hope that makes motherfucker Jones happy. I remember Kamala, but there you go. Here we go. Kamala.
Just me, or what is this creature that doesn't breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
Like, what's going on with that neck?
Oh, she got a Herman Munster neck.
Like, what is going on there?
I don't know, Jack. I don't know if she got some stuff too much pulled up or too much pulled down, and it's all
Bobby.
What's up?
What if it's a mask?
Oh, like those masks that we showed last week.
What is this creature that doesn't breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
What if she's all bunched up in the neck because of the mask didn't fit right?
Bumble Nick says, Florida Nick. She's got Florida Nick. that is Florida Nick.
Good call, Nick. Good call.
She's got Florida neck. But yeah, Shawnee, you make a good point because those masks that you showed last week were so creepy, like real life AI, my friend, that
just me, or what is this
if you
creature
can't tug on it,
breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
Okay, Shawnee.
Right?
Wow.
Today, COVID no longer controls our lives.
That's shit.
It's fucking creepy. Something's not right there.
Kamala Nick.
Kamala Nick.
She got Kamala Nick.
Kamala the Uganda giant Nick. Yeah, it makes me think about, like, there was one too where Biden like pulls on his face and his skin kind of like hangs out a little too long. It doesn't pull back fast enough. I'll have to find that one again. But
between those masks and AI, man, we're going to get to a point. We're probably at a point in life where you're not going to believe anything unless you
who knows what the
or
fuck,
witness it or actually live it, man. Widow Killer says, fun fact, Kamala the wrestler's last name is also Harris. Whoa.
No way.
Interesting.
Wait, what was that other one?
Yeah, what was the other one? You got
You
Kamala
son of a
Neck. You son of a bitch. You Kamala Neck having son of a bitch.
All right, Bobby, let's go.
Suit. Men in Black reference. Edgar
Right?
suit. Yes.
Let's go to number 111, Bobby.
All right, let's do that. All right.
More like Florida Georgia line neck. Like says that's funny.
There you go. Florida Georgia line. Come on, mate.
Yeah, that's funny.
There you go. But this says Windows XP in 2001. We all know that. This. I like this. This is the cloud representation. Windows XP 2023.
Oh shit! Fuck! Look at that. They did it.
You know the sad, funny part about this is, Shawnee.
What?
It's mostly true. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely see this more now than you ever saw it in 2001. And
hell yeah,
a lot of us in these kind of busier metropolitan areas, you can look up and see this on the daily. So you're not really wrong about this, buddy. Holy moly! Wow. Windows XP.
Yeah.
Taking you back on that one.
Let's go to number 112, Bobby. I'm just in it because
112. All right.
Somebody just turned me off.
Get turned off. All right. Do screen share here right quick. As I bring that. What do we got here, Shawnee?
Well, so we see if you're diving underwater where you can't breathe the air, oxygen for 1 hour is these two giant tanks.
Yeah. 1 hour's worth. And then below here, what do we have here?
So suddenly there's a whole giant backpack that's got oxygen for 22 hours. And it's also got to pressurize the suit so that you don't implode in the vacuum of space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now there are
and
heat and
keep you heated so that you don't freeze in space because
right.
It's also insanely cold. Right. So, okay, let's see what the.
But there, I'll play devil's advocate. You said you don't mind if we do this to look at both sides. It says the readers added additional context, though people might want to know. A diver takes a breath and exhales all the compressed air. It's not pure oxygen, so the tank declines in pressure per breath volume, as opposed to a spacesuit, which they said scrubs CO2 from exhaled breath, which still contains plenty of oxygen or O2, which is then rebreathed, increasing the O2 supply, Shawnee. Is supposed to be the technical difference between those two things, my friend.
Okay.
So, for argument's sake, I figure, and they put it on the notes, I figured we would talk about that there.
Okay. But, like I said, that the spacesuit also has to keep them pressurized and warm.
Temperature. Right, it does other things than just scuba does. Yes.
So you have, and so also the spacesuits, they're not very like hard shell. Like, you know what I mean? When you think about if you were to like fly up into if you were to enter vacuum, you would think you would need some sort of, like a plane has a hard shell, and when you fly up high and it's pressurized,
right,
it keeps it.
Good, you make a
keeps
good
you
point.
Okay.
Good.
And
point,
these are very clothy. They're not.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I remember, Mike, because you're not wrong. Because some of the first moon suits we saw, they were all like this, like they couldn't even articulate their arms because they had to be so thick. So I'm sure the technology it got a little better with the pressure and all. But yeah, I mean, it looks like almost like form fitting, Shawnee. It doesn't look like anything that's like overly contained or has like a bulk to it or like a air trapped or any kind of pressure trapped in it. I will say that.
It's one of those things that if you have a pressurized suit. In a vacuum, he's gonna balloon. It's gonna be like you know, he should be swollen and like.
Yo, bro, you is swole, bro.
But he's not. You can see. Well, wait. Can we go back to that real quick?
I can go back to that one real quick. Sorry,
and then zoom in on like under his arm. Can we zoom in?
I don't know if I can enhance. I don't know if I can do that, Shawnee. I can't really do that because it's a Twitter thing, and so I'd have to load it up and all. But under his arm, you're talking.
Under his arm, you can see there's folds of fabric there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that, like, kind of towards the bottom of his
right there.
backpack? Yeah,
right there. Yeah, so it's not fully pressurized. It's almost he's got like space gun or something going there, Shawnee. Space gun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Space gun. There you go.
I can see that being a new kids show on Saturday mornings.
Space gun.
Here comes the space gun.
So you make some fair points in your counter argument or your counter claim to as maybe why it's not just the scrubbing of it. There may be still something that you find something unsettling about the use of that suit.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
All right. So can we go to number 113, Bobby? Oh, wait, we got a new member.
We did.
Eric Dibben.
Come on, yeah, say it. Go ahead.
Eric Dibbenedido.
Yeah, but what's up, Eric?
Dibbenedito. I don't know.
Exactly. I'll let you keep struggling on that one. While
Behind my paywall.
I'm glad that's not my last name. I'll tell you that much.
Oh boy, you be sweating saying that every day going to motor vehicles. Shawnee, which one did you call for again? Sorry,
113. 113.
I was having too much fun there, buddy. Let me see. 113. Okay, let me get that right. Okay. Here comes 113 for everybody in the Seany Zone. Looks like everybody's having fun tonight in the chat. We appreciate you.
Not Crew Jones. Crew Jones is mad at me.
Crew Jones. Okay, well, somebody was mad at me too. Let me see. It happens. It happens. Here we go.
All right, check this out. What's going on here?
I don't know. You tell me. Sage Wall, Montana, USA. Let's go.
Of Montana in the United States, we find this remarkable structure known as the Sage Wall.
Okay.
This imposing megalithic wonder is composed of massive polygonal granite stone blocks, intricately stacked and aligned in a perfectly straight line that extends up to 275 feet in length, which is around 84 meters, although it's believed that it extends additionally underground. Its height reaches up to 25 feet or 8 meters, with the largest of the stone blocks weighing 91 tons.
Damn.
Look at the size of that fucking block.
It is believed that the structure continues an additional 15 feet beneath the ground.
Yeah, good point, Shawnee. Like, these are all very large, purposeful rocks. 91 tons? Holy shit.
And making it around 40 feet tall if fully excavated. The wall's unique features, such as its straight lines and angular formations, set it apart from the natural geological formations commonly found in the region. The granite stone blocks appear as if they were cut, stacked, and pieced together like a puzzle, with each block interlocking with the next one. It's known that granite does not split into 90-degree consistent corners and angles, which made many researchers believe this could be some sort of prehistoric megalithic structure. The reason you've likely never come across or heard of the Sage Wall is due to its location on private land, rendering it virtually unknown to the scientific community. The landowners themselves, Christopher Borton and Linda Welsh, were unaware of the wall's presence for many years. Nestled on a mountainside, the wall was concealed by a dense canopy of fallen trees and thick foliage that had covered it for centuries, if not millennia. This natural camouflage made the wall nearly impossible to detect, especially since very few people had ever set foot in the area. The site of the Sage Wall was first discovered relatively recently. It came to light when the landowners decided to clear a portion of their property that had been heavily forested and covered with dense foliage for centuries. As they began clearing the fallen trees and thick underbrush on the side of the mountain, they stumbled upon the wall-like structure. This accidental discovery revealed the previously hidden and virtually unknown Sage Wall, prompting further investigation and interest from both the landowners and the scientific community. The wall's precise interlocking stones bore a striking resemblance to ancient polygonal masonry found in other parts of the world, such as the megalithic walls in Peru, Egypt, Turkey, Greece, Easter Island, Japan, and many other places around the globe.
Wow.
Does this mean that the Sage Wall of Montana is one of the many prehistoric megalithic sites destroyed thousands of years ago by an ancient cataclysm? Of course, most people dismiss the site as a natural formation. But how could this be a mere
How the fuck is that natural?
Not all of that in a row. Not all of that in a row.
Perfectly straight line.
Good video, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I was not aware of the Sage Wall of Montana. Yeah, and you can see all of the angles and the V, the purposely kind of cut in place rocks.
It's fucking crazy, and the rocks are so big. And so we're based on history, what we're told in our history books. We're to believe that the Native Americans built this
in Montana. Yeah.
In Montana.
Right. And compared to all those other walls around the world, like in Peru and everything, it definitely is reminiscent of those styles of construction. And yeah, it has to be well beyond the means of the people that existed in those days, Shawnee.
So there's a theory, Bob, that that the world is like just recycled over and over again, and that that a life force comes, lives itself out, dies off. Enough time goes by, another one starts.
Seems like a rational, fair theory, Shawnee.
And we're at a point now where our Earth is the Earth in 1970 could house the 3 billion people that were on Earth, and that was like it's like maximum. So now we're at like 8 point something billion on Earth.
Yeah,
and there's no way that mankind can exist the way that we have,
right,
and still stay on Earth and live out our lives.
Right.
So the theory is that like we're entering the die off again. We're about to
maybe.
So
we had an ice age, and now we're kind of been warming up, and things are changing and evolving. And
so we built some stuff that they might be impressed by. Like the Sears Tower in Chicago, London Bridge, and what have you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But end of the day, what is the next round going to say about us?
Yeah, and will any of those buildings stand the test of time like that? That kind of stuff that you showed there, Shawnee, that's obviously been around for millions of years.
Yeah, well, I mean, stones. I mean, and where it came up was the thing that really blew my mind. I was like, Montana, like you know what I mean? Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah, you're used to seeing that in kind of older established parts of the world, more so than in North America.
Yes. Bobby, can we play number 116?
Sure enough, buddy. We can do that. 116. Here we go. 116 coming up on the Seany Zone. What we got for you here, Shawnee? Oh, it's
is a UFO.
Is it?
Something goes wrong.
This is the one with the couple, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I gave away too much by saying that. Here we go.
No, that's fine.
All right. Watch this next one on the Seany Zone. Here we go, buddy. Watch the video, and here we go. What do you want to concentrate on?
You want to look at the two folks in the. They see something in the sky.
Is this Bob and Jean sitting out by their pool?
Yeah, exactly. It's Bob and Jeaner. And they're sitting out by the pool.
Jeaner just vanished.
Guy's still there.
It was almost like he knocked down like there was a reaction to something. Somebody hit him with a freaking laser beam, Shawnee. He's moving the chair around like, whoa, where did my wife go? Oh, take my wife, please. Oh, I gotta tell you.
So that was interesting.
No,
this next one. Yeah, he's all distraught.
Like, you don't know whether
you would think, yeah. I mean, if you care about whoever it was that just got zapped. So next we have number 117, and I have to run up and I have to pee so bad that I'm gonna have to take a quick break.
All right.
So you want to play number 117? It's a little bit of a long.
Yeah, I'll play 117. I can talk this up a little while our friend Shawnee takes a piss break.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead, buddy. You're enjoying the Seany Zone tonight here on the Shuli Network. While Shawnee takes a piss break, I'm going to show you this video. This is about smart TVs. And so many of us have smart TVs by now. Maybe some of us have avoided smart TVs. The Samsung TVs have like the cameras on them. And a lot of them come default. They'll tell you that they can kind of look at you and all. So that's kind of what this is about. Your smart TV is watching you, and watch some of the ways that they can kind of activate and manipulate these TVs to watch you in your own house.
Hack, your TV can watch you. Show us how that works.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Right.
And so what we can prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
So there you go.
And while this is...
I think this is totally technically feasible, as you're seeing right here. And I even worry about like my web camera, or the one that I'm performing on right now, or, you know, showing my face into now, because I don't know who's out there that for nefarious reasons can get control like this guy did and control your camera. So there's the more you know. You got to put some tape if you're doing something nefarious.
Right here, because we've designed it that way. This is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
So what this means is I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris. And
so she could be in her room naked watching TV, and this clown could be watching her.
The kind of scary things about it is that it doesn't actually give any indication that the camera's on, and there's no little LED that shows up when the camera's on. So it could actually be watching you and you'd never even know.
What is a smart TV, and why is it a playground essentially for hackers?
Right. It's a computer. So instead of just being, you know, a tube and some other electronics, now it has a web browser, and it has, you know, a lot of devices are running Linux.
But the real danger is when people start using smart TVs for things like online banking, we can take a popular bank address and translate that into a different IP address to a site that directs to a site that we control. So it may look like your bank's login, but you're actually using a password that goes to us instead of your bank.
To their shit, Shawnee.
In a statement to CNN Money, Samsung says it takes consumer privacy very seriously. The camera can be turned into the bezel of the TV so that the lens is covered or disabled by pushing the camera inside the bezel. The TV owner can also unplug the TV from the home network when the smart TV features are not in use. As an added precaution, we also recommend that customers use encrypted wireless access points when using connected devices.
There you go, Shawnee. That's the video. So I set up and told them how, you know, this is a Samsung TV, I think they talk about specifically, but these smart TVs have a lot of these capabilities, buddy. And I've always kind of thought that somebody with nefarious reasons could kind of turn my web camera on right now if they wanted to. I don't know that that's an impossibility, but go ahead. What do you have to say about this now that you're back from the bathroom break? What were your thoughts on this one?
First of all, whew.
That was like sex, boy. Good. Well, I like that one, dude. Like, oh Lordy B, I swear, that was like sex. That was so good.
I was like, I had cramps. It was that bad.
You had menstrual cramps, and you're not even built that way. But yeah, what is your take on this whole smart TV thing, Shawnee?
Everyone just wants convenience. They want to be able to. Nobody really thinks deeply about what's going on and what rights we're going to lose until they're gone, and then you start going, oh well, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for that. It's like, no, you did, because you just,
most of these things you give up your anonymity to do them, whether it be using your cell phone and they track your stuff, or using like your smart TV so they know your location, control the cameras. You always seem to have to give up something in order to obtain these free services.
Yes. I mean, you can jailbreak your phone and put some parameters on it so that it won't track you so much. But end of the day, depending on what you've got on your programs, like if you've got kids and you've got Life 360 on your phone because you want to be able to watch where they are and check in on them and whatever if they're driving, and you know what I mean, like you're giving up your rights.
Right, your location, and a lot of times to use this stuff. Our friend Dang Lizard from across the pond, he has a great comment about the Samsung smart TV. Don,
what did he say?
That up right there
in the Samsung smart TV manual. It says not to have private conversations in front of it.
But Americans don't care about privacy. There you go. So it tells you right there, only in the small print though. It's not like that comes on the outside of the box. So you really have to know that this technology, this is what you give up.
That is fucking crazy. If that's true, that's fucking wild. Now I want to look it up because that's fucking
Chunk
crazy.
Chunk Squad.
Yeah.
Look what he says.
Who?
Put that one up, Andy. The Chunk. I've been giving away my web address, and no one wants to see what I do in front of my TV.
Oh, boy. No.
There you
I don't
go.
think we do.
That's kind of what happens. There you go.
I saw there was a lot of Vince lawyer stuff right when I came back. Was it? Was he in the chat or something?
Some people think that one of these clowns floating around in here might be him, but I think he would rather.
I'd rather look at a big black cock.
That's probably what he'd rather be doing anyway.
I see. And then there was that guy that said he didn't really like my show, and I wondered if that was him.
That's okay.
That's
what
fine.
fun would it be if
Whatever.
everybody liked us, Shawnee? That's no fun.
Crew Jones, that's who I think it is. All right. So, anyways,
thought I smelled cheese.
Let's go to number 120, Bob.
Okay.
What happened? What's funny?
That's the Vince laugh. If you want to call it that. 120. Here we go. 120 for the man in the Seany Zone. It's all freshly pissed and everything.
Oh, I got an empty bladder now.
Bladder with an empty bladder. Here we go. All right, buddy. This one was kind of loud. Let me get the volume down on this one a little bit. Let's go. Uh-oh.
It was really weird.
Bro, that looks like some Guardians of the Galaxy mothership, man.
Right?
Bro. See? Hey, look. It might be good to know these things exist, Shawnee, but what are we going to do against that if it decides to do something on us, right? What are we going to do? Okay, so there you go.
This was framed as the guy was trying to take photos of the mountains of wherever they were. I forget where it was, if it was Belize or somewhere. And
it says Mexico City on February 17th of this year, Shawnee, when trying to take a photo of the volcanoes, an object appeared that was never visible to the naked eye.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a serious ship right there.
And then we'll go to number 121.
All right. 121, my friend. 121. We got it. Okay. I'm ready for our boy Andy to put it up. Doing our thing tonight on the Seany Zone. Do you know what they are spraying us with? Is the caption if you can't read it.
So give this guy a hear and see what you think.
Okay, let's listen a little bit.
By the way, barium salts are in chemtrails. They are 10,000 times more toxic to your nervous system than lead. They contain mycobacteria, viruses, Pseudomonas florensis bacteria, human plasma.
Barium salt he's talking
about.
Wonder what human plasma is doing in chemtrails.
Hot liquid magma.
And this is not my conjecture. I did a lot of research before I'd ever say this, but these chemtrails are nasty. And there's 3 reasons for chemtrails. The first is and I talked to my NSA buddies at Fort Carson, Peterson Air Force Base, and Buckley, where I was actually their doctor taking care of the pilots flying and spraying the chemtrails. So I know it's real. If anybody says it's not real, they're full of it. Okay? Because I'm a whistleblower. On the inside, it's not open for discussion. And my NSA buddies told me, 95% of them told me they were up there trying to spray to reflect the sun out to stop global warming. So most of them are dumb enough to believe that garbage.
Well, that's my personal speculation, Sean, is I think that part of this of wanting to put them clouds up is, effectively trying to, slow down the effects of global warming, if you will. At least that's I'm not a scientist. I don't play one on this show either, but.
That's an idea, but to what end? You know what I mean? What are you spraying in the air to do that?
Right, and we showed that large facility. I think it was over in England or something, where they blew out those big
huge
clouds. And he goes, "Look, that cloud just came from this factory behind me." It's you don't really know what they're putting out there. But would you like me to continue playing this?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
Okay. And also in the chemtrails, and there's a link directly that Jeff Francis found out, and I'm going to have Dr. Staninger and Dr. Karju on in about a week on my radio show. And I've done some investigations, and there's very solid evidence now that Morgellons is caused by a silicon-based nanomachine life form that does not originate on planet Earth.
What?
Is that not interesting?
Silicon-based.
This is a silicon-based life form.
Yeah.
That is intelligent like bees or ants.
Whoa.
And it fights back. Conversion of the atmosphere into a plasma for weather modification, geotectonic warfare, scalar mind control technologies, the woodpecker, which has been discovered back in the 70s, HARP, the Tetra system in the United Kingdom, Gwen towers in the United States, and the Iridium satellite system connected to the cell towers and the smart highways is all based on not only sending out a signal to track you, but Nokia, which is one of the leading cell companies, has figured out a new way to cut down the need for increasing the amount of signal by 3 to 5 times as many cell phones in the same signal area by beaming the signal directly to you. But they can also, besides the cell signal, they can actually have a biocoded signal to your DNA to affect your physiology and insert thoughts into your mind.
And that kind of connects with the theories on 5G,
today.
right?
Yes. So the 5G is an all-consuming presence that's within our world at this point. Where they can so 5G is like it's like a resonant hum in the world. That's not really the way I want to say it, but
people think they can manipulate these other these nanotechnologies, if you will, and direct them to certain individuals, that they can be weaponized. Essentially,
correct.
Is the theory.
Yes,
what I
that's the way to concisely put it in a better term than I was going to try to.
Okay. Going back real quick to the TV thing, Mumbling Nick said, my son once asked me the difference between hornets and wasps. The next time I turned on my smart TV, the first YouTube video was titled The Difference Between Hornets and Wasps. And I think a lot of people underestimate. Even our phones do that. My wife and I have been sitting around talking about like the next thing we need to purchase, and that thing will come up on both of our cell phones.
Yep. They do that. Yes.
Happens all the time.
It's terrifying. Like, if you need to have like a private like conversation, you should always do it away from any technological devices.
And that's becoming increasingly hard in the world we live in, Shawnee.
It is. I agree.
Your TV is listening, yo.
Your TV, your phone.
But yeah, so I kind of went back on that.
Who knows what your computers?
Yes, you did right, because they kind of stay on in sleep mode, if you will. But yeah, so we've talked about like the issue with what they're putting up in the clouds and the reasons they might be doing so, Sean.
Right,
that's just
correct.
More
correct.
of that.
So number 122, I just wanted to point out this one because it is interesting to me because this is a 2-year time gap between events in this one, and you'll be stunned by the results. I mean, you won't be, but you will be.
All right, here we go. I'm ready to play it. Throw this up real quick. Oh, hey, Andy. Live Ween. Here we go. There we go, Shawnee. Here's your video now.
I feel like I'm going to be sick. I just, looked through my Walmart history, and I found this, Walmart order from 2 years ago for the whole month worth of groceries.
Oh, boy.
45 items cost $126. A whole month of groceries just for me, basically. But I did notice this reorder all button, and I wanted to see how much it would cost now. Now, this order of 45 items for 1 month would have cost $414. That is 4 times more.
Not really.
How the fuck? How?
Close, yeah, right.
3 times as much, but yeah.
3 times. Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be
Whoa,
sick.
Shawnee. So what are your thoughts on that one, everybody?
So, okay. We spent decades of them trying to destroy the middle class. They want the rich and the poor. They don't want middle class. Like the fact that we still exist, which I'm not even really in almost at this point, but
right. You question if you're even in one of them. Yeah.
I'm a rich poor guy. I maybe.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Probably a classification nowadays, Shawnee. A rich poor guy. You're probably not wrong.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm rich for a poor guy, but I'm not like middle class anymore.
You're not as poor as you could be, Shawnee. We can do better. We can work on you better. Yeah, it's
exactly.
One of them poor guys that can afford his meals or something every now and then.
Right? Yeah, right. Like, he doesn't have to get food stamps, but
a rich poor.
Yeah, so it all comes back to my theory is that the elite are trying to depopulate the Earth. They know that the Earth can't sustain 8+ billion of us on the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are looking to depopulate.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, you would rather figure out the class in between you and the poor, and so that it's more distinct between rich and poor.
Yeah.
The elite and the non-elite.
And plus, being that there's probably only a certain amount of wealth in the world, the more people that are rich in the world, or middle class, or even poor people have more money. Where you think that's coming from? That's coming out of them. That's why the elite are so quick to dump off people and employees when it comes time for to make money, and they find they're not making any money. The first thing to go is the people, because they cost too much money.
Exactly. So if you keep driving up the price of everything, between cans of corn or gasoline or milk or eggs, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, the prices always go up depending on the fuel, because we're like, oh, gas prices went up. It costs more now to get eggs, and it costs more to buy, meat.
And every day you have more and more people competing for the same amount of resources, basically, or outpacing the resources that we have.
That is true too. But even when the fuel prices come down, they don't drop the price of the milk and the eggs and the, what I mean? Like,
yes, it never happens quite as fast when they put the little
it
notes
stays.
We've had to add 10 cents because those mean people raised the gas, where you don't see the sign when they lowered it 10 cents where they go, you know what? Those mean people lowered the gas, and we're giving you that 10 back. That never happens, Shawnee.
No.
Inflation stays inflated.
And it goes back to like credit cards. Like, when we all started getting into this whole thing with credit cards and stuff, so in the 1980s, the rates went way high. So for a home loan, you were paying in like the teens.
Right, money was expensive back then. Cost a lot to borrow money. Yes,
it did. And then and the cards all went well, we're going up with the flow,
double digits,
and then the rates on loans came down, but the credit cards stayed way fucking high in the teens, 20s.
Yes, they certainly did, and they're still there.
They never, they absolutely, and
they love them 80s rates. They're like, we didn't give it up. We love the 80s.
They want to bury you. They want to bury you. They want you to fail. That's what,
or at least be reliant on them and be, paying them, paying the piper.
All right. So these last two, the last two clips I want to play are more or less, the world's gone mad, and this is fucking nuts. So
you bullshitting.
Let's play number 123 because it's fucking insane, and the world's insane. Let's go.
I haven't pre-watched this. This was one you added late, so I'm curious to see what it is just by the picture. Yeah, and what your point of view is on this. We're going to be wrapping up here in the Seany Zone, pulling this train into the station before long. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Shuli Network if you haven't already, while we show you what is like some Dame Edna on crack. What the hell is this, Shawnee? Here we go.
Just play.
What do you got? You got a toilet? You got a bathtub?
Yeah.
I got fucking jugs of piss.
Oh,
I got piss. Want to go nip it? What do you got? You got a toilet?
Yeah, right, Shawnee.
You got a bathtub?
What the hell is this?
I got fucking jugs of piss.
Jugs of piss.
Want to go nip it?
Oh, Jesus, Shawnee.
What's going on? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. It puts the lotion on, apparently, Shawnee. Holy shit, man. Let's see. What kind of conspiracy is that? Conspiracy of ugly people?
No, that's just showing that we've gone mad.
Gone mad.
And number 124 just confirms the point.
Okay, and I want to talk about this one after we show this one too, because I have a interest in kind of this topic too, from my show BF Live, which you can watch Monday through Friday on BF Live on YouTube, 12 o'clock East. We covered this. Go ahead, Sean. Here we go, Shawnee. What is it? Tell everybody what they're looking at here. If you can. Shawnee. There you go. It just looped again, Shawnee. So there's your video.
Yeah.
Buddy. So tell everybody what that is, because I covered this on my show. But tell people what that is for those who don't know.
People want to be a horse, apparently.
Yeah, it's a hobby called hobby horsing, right?
Yeah, and apparently they see themselves as a horse, or they fantasize of being a horse. I don't know. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, they were doing all the lifts, and they kind of do all the exercises and all the prancing and all that stuff, Shawnee. And it's quite an extensive thing, and it goes back hundreds of years from what I understand when I covered it on my show. So apparently, Crazy is not so much the new brand we might think it is, Shawnee. I think Crazy's been around a lot longer than us, my friend.
Yeah, I guess so, Bobby.
I think so.
Kelly Clarkson is beautiful. Became a YouTube member. Booyah!
High pitch. Who's high pitch?
Kelly Clarkson is beautiful.
Kelly Clarkson, you're beautiful, Kelly Clarkson. Thank you for becoming a member.
Kelly Clarkson is beautiful.
You know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what to damn hobby horsing says psych.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was I haven't been aware of this for a long time, so this is new to me because I was like, holy shit, like we are insane.
Yeah,
like the
I've seen passing videos of people doing it, Shawnee, but I didn't realize it was so organized and intense.
Well, and you think about like the folks that do the Quidditch, where they run around with a broom between their legs and they throw the ball, trying to throw the ball in the nets.
That's right.
We're fucked up.
We're fucked up.
We're fucked up. We're bored.
And
we haven't had enough bad times to really like.
Apparently so. I guess if the end is coming, they're going to hobby horse their way to the apocalypse, buddy. So there you go. If you need the video to see the state of the world, there it is right there. Go ahead, buddy.
Mumbling Nick asks, is high pitch a virgin? I don't know.
Question.
Did he ever bang that policeman or fireman or whatever it was?
I don't know. And a couple times he showed his junk, bro. It's like, I don't know if he could get close to nothing to get it into anything.
That's a good point. His gut and his wiener were not gonna.
Fuck you, BF. Fuck you, okay?
So all right, so let's get into some shit, right? So I did a show. They came up here and we were playing a show in Boston, and it was at the House of Blues. Pretty sure that's where it was. So I did a set on the show. Like I actually like performed. Like I would perform without the Stern guys around. Like I would do my own show and stuff.
Okay.
And I would do, sets and stuff. I gone from Maine to, well, I guess Maine to New Jersey with my stuff, right? So,
okay.
So we did a show. There were 2 nights we did a show there. And so I go outside, I go out of the club I go out of the club into the bar, and I see high pitch, and he's demanding, buy me a beer. Buy me a beer. Telling everybody around him to buy him a beer. And they're like, oh, well, I just want to say hi, blah, blah, blah. Buy me a beer. And I was like, holy shit, this fucking guy just...
It was like Shuli said. What Shuli said, one of the first things when he met him, he goes, can you give me $50 to pay my phone bill? It's like he was hitting him up for money like right away or something. Phone or cable bill or something. Yeah.
Can we get to the chat that just came in? That's a pretty color. Booyah, Daniel August. Thank you, buddy. Great show tonight, boys. As always, it's a good time every time. I like that. What is the NA of the band at the end of the show, and how can I find it? I've tried with no success. The band is Walston. If you go to... Okay. if you go to YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music,
Pornhub.
Look up Walston Midwest Miracle. Midwest.
Type all that in, yeah. Walston,
Not all those eyes.
Walston, right? Walston,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Midwest Miracle. And it'll come up. Because that was what my brother named the album, because that was like our biggest song at the time.
Well, I'm going to brag on you a little bit, and you should brag on yourself for the people that don't already know this, Shawnee. But tell them for people that don't know that you're actually in the band, that you perform. Tell them what you do in that song.
I sang for that band.
So there you
go. We actually played. It was in 2002. We played this thing called Skate Fest, which toured around the country. And they played in Worcester, Mass, and we played that show. And what's that band? There was OK Go played. Andrew WK was in that show.
Okay.
And there's another one that I'm thinking of that I can't
They were having
remember.
like Do Fest was doing a tour for a while. There were a lot of different ones that were like kind of doing the rock and stuff.
Yeah, Swing Low. The sound of my heart. Oh, what the fuck
Was it Shawnee Palooza?
Yeah.
It was Shawnee Palooza.
Now it would be, but no.
Shawnee Palooza.
But at the time, no. It was amazing though. But yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had.
But we always we sit around and rock the Shawnees. So we invite you to do the same thing. Rock the Shawnees singing at the end of the show. This is Walston. Yeah, Walston. You'll be hearing at the end of the show. It's our boy right here, Shawnee himself.
Yeah. So that's how you would find it. And that song's name, the specific name of that song is
I just say one more time to say I'm sorry.
Decepticon. That's that song.
One more time. See, I know the words though. There you go.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that Daniel paid a lot to hear the name of the song, so it's Decepticon.
I want him to get exactly all the information he needs because Daniel is our bro. He keeps us going,
But
as well as all of our generous super chatters. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and having fun in the Shawnee Zone tonight.
Thank you, Jerry Lahane. Put it in a very succinct way that I could not. Bang!
Walston Midwest Miracle.
Yeah, so we also played a show one time with I don't know if I ever told this. We played a show with LA Guns, who I loved them as as a teen.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw them. They opened up for Cinderella. We went to Providence to go
He was
see
really
them.
rocking. LA Guns and Cinderella.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Wicked good show. Wicked,
and
wicked, bro. Bro, kid, it was wicked. Pissa. And so we went to that show. It was amazing. I loved it. And so years later, we got to play with them at this little dive bar. And the dudes were such fucking dickheads. I wanted to punch them all in the head.
Really? They got all LA on you and got bougie on you and shit?
I wish we had never played that show because I was like, well, I mean, no, I do because of the tale, I can tell.
No, but it's like meeting people, like meeting your heroes, and they kind of disappoint you is what it sounds like.
Suck.
Shawnee.
Yeah,
they were dicks to you. That sucks, man. Hey, Jay Wolfenstein.
So the guy that played drums in the kid that played bass in our band, they used our bass amps because theirs broke, and then they told our bassist that he can't tune it to his bass, like
to what he wants. He wanted
we
to
had to play
tuning.
We had to play on his tuning.
Wow.
And it was like you used our amps, you fucking dickhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who's helping who here? Exactly.
It was insane. So then the kid that played drums for Front Gus was a little bit of a hothead, and they wouldn't let him set up his drums on the drum riser, so he had to play in front of their drums.
Yeah, they had to make sure you were like they knew you were the opening band, put you in.
Yeah, and he was all pissed off, and he started a fight with them, and it was.
We want top billing risers, son.
Yeah,
Come on,
it was
man.
crazy. It was crazy. It was so nuts. I'm glad it went down. I mean, whatever, like now.
It's good. Like you said, it makes for a good story and good history, man. That's an awesome story. I don't have no cool story like that. I think this is our friend Pat Oates checking in POS. He says, "Was that music festival Lollapalooza? Maybe."
Yeah, I've done stand up with Pat Oates a bunch of times. Well, not a bunch, but
Shout
several.
out Pat Oates checking in. There you go.
Pat Oates, what the fuck's up, dog?
Pat and Bobby Tambur, good guys. Good seeing everybody tonight here, buddy. All right, well, Shawnee, I think if you're done, buddy, I think it's about time to pull this train into the station, as we like to say. Any final thoughts or anything you didn't cover, or tell everybody where they can find you on social media?
Okay. You can find me on Twitter, right there.
Boom. Just like
Bango. Thank you, Andy.
Lest anyone think it's not, that's no thigh register. Oh, it's not high register, not no thigh register, but okay. Not high register Shawnee. And I go by @1BobStuff1. And please watch my show every day.
Thank you, Bobby.
Monday through Friday, 12 to 3-ish on the East Coast time. That's what we go by. BF Live on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody.
Fuck yeah. And so that being all said, wow, we've been on for 2 hours, it wasn't 5 minutes, Bob.
Yeah, man.
I love
a lot of fun. Time flies having fun.
That's great.
Pat O says that Shawnee is a funny man, so he's
got
your
thank
back
you.
on that one.
POS. I like that. That's a good
no thigh register. You like that? That's how I read it.
But yeah, so there you go. Don't forget to get your tickets to Dabblecon 2.
Get them.
We'll be out there. The Seany Zone will be representing, as well as the other shows on this channel, which basically Shuli and Bob and Andy. Is Frog going?
I don't know if I want to confirm yet, but it's looking that way. Yes.
Okay. What Zen is Zen going to be there?
Zen will be there,
and Bob.
Everybody from the show will be there.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right.
Mike gave me the steamer from Cleveland.
Yeah, the steamer from
Cleveland
Cleveland
right here tonight.
The Pittsburgh platter.
It's gonna be an amazing weekend, guys.
That's gonna be fucking radical. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. In fact,
like there's two elements, Shawnee. To me, it's going to be like the fun part of watching the boys do their thing, and then just meeting all these cool people and trying to figure out who's who and all that stuff.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's gonna be great. And I Mrs. Shawnee tonight went to the store to get an outfit for it, and I go, "You're making it sound like it's something
It's like a big formal affair." Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want her to overdress because she'll be pissed off at you at that too. Like, Shawnee, why didn't you tell me this was a casual event? So make sure the missus is up on the dress code.
I said to her, I go, you might be going a little overboard here. But
if you want to wear clothes, that's up to you.
Clothing optional. Okay, there you go.
What kind of party is this?
Sounds like a good one to me.
Yeah, but
all weekend long.
All weekend long. That's right. We're gonna get
all weekend long. All right, so let's just call it what it is. We're done for the night.
Yes,
and I want to say, stay informed. Please look around. Go on Twitter. Keep your eyes peeled. There's some crazy shit that goes on every day. Stay vigilant. Please stock up on your foods, your dry foods, your water filtration, first aid, all that shit. Please stay safe. And return your fucking shopping carts.
Boom. And there you go. And let's all stay around and rock at the end to our boy Shawnee with Walston at the end of the show. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. And we'll see you next time on
the
Seany Zone. Boom. there you go. Let's rock out. Bye, everybody. Whoa.